Alright, looks like it's time to start. So today, my hope, that's a piece of glass, isn't it? I can't go out there. Gotta go out underneath here. My hope is to get the last of those thrusters stripped off and the new ones put on. Should really look where I'm going instead of... There's no space to sit. Well, that's an interesting conundrum. It knocked me out and I can't get back in. And I don't think I can bump it. Huh. Who knew? Wait, I can just probably use one of these levers. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I could just do that. Alright. Don't slam your head against the... Alright, let's look out the front of the ship. It makes a difference instead of looking where you're trying to go. Hey, the power's out. I should probably turn the power on. Now it's on. Which way are we pointing now? Up we go. Where's the ship? There she be. It's that one. Not that it's loaded in yet, but... Maybe I can fix some of these. Just give me a second here. Fix these so I stop. That one's okay. That's forward and backwards. Up, down. 25. 25. Okay, what's this one? Rotational roll. 25. I'm not even sure that's going to be enough. Right, left. Oh, there is no right, left, even though there's a rotational pitch. I suppose this is rotational yaw. It seems like everything is already cut way down. That's more reasonable. Those two, what about roll? Alright, well that's a lot more reasonable. Alright, let's get you positioned here and we'll get some thrusters removed and then we'll get started. Alright. We need to strip off this entire side to start with. So let's get ourselves turned back around. Start unbolting. A little bit of light probably won't hurt. I'm gonna end up having to do a bunch of these. So let's not fill our inventory full of custom parts yet. Alright, bolt. Unbolt, I should say. one. So many bolts. Alright, now hard points. See what we can strip out as far as cables. There we go. Oh, there's still some on this side, which seems pretty reasonable. Unbolt. Unbolt. Hello to everyone that's arriving. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Should be a pretty chill afternoon. Not too much exciting going on. Just going to continue on this project, hopefully get some actual progress today like we did yesterday. Couple bolts. Nope, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. Where's the typewriter? That's a battery. That one. EF, 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 E, and F. Excellent. Hi, Damage. Good afternoon. How are you today? I hope things are going well. I saw you talking on Discord earlier. Did you get some Exorium back to Origin? Make some money? A bit tired, but a bit rich. Yeah, I thought that might be the case with the Exorium being empty. Did it sell pretty quickly, I assume? $1,500 stacks. I would call that a win. 1,500 stacks at 10,000 a 10,000 a stack or something like that. Is that what it was? 10,000 stacks? 10,000 a stack? There's one more up here. I didn't realize earlier. Oh, hi, Dutson. How are you guys today? I need to strip off all this. And now all this ductwork. What if we just unbolt, try to unbolt every piece of framing here. Maybe that'll keep me from 30 million profit just from today. Well, if you sold 1,500 stacks at 10,000 a piece, that's what, 15 million right there? Exorium is definitely the way to go. Everybody loves those T2 fuel chambers, don't they? $30 million profit. How long did it take you to gather, to do all that? How long did it take you to get 30 million worth of profit on the auction house? To mine it, move it, list it, all that. That's true, and everybody's got a cap ship these days. Oh, so much ductwork. Took you an hour to get 600 stacks. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard around here. Like every other rock is exorium around here. That can't be all of it. Nope, not even close. The rest was from cleaning up the path between the station and your capital. Yeah, you cleaned like a highway between those 2 points. Oh, come on. Still more ducting. I see a few pieces near the top. There's more. Okay, okay. What are you unbolting? It's got that many bolts for a piece of ductwork. Gotta be careful there anyways. That one doesn't need to go through there. We can just come out and do right next to this one and then not worry about that. You need a free path because your big haulers are fast and not good in braking or maneuvering. You would think that if you're going to make something that's fast, that you could also steer said fast ship. Those just seem like 2 things that go together. Steering and going fast. Alright, those are all still in. Where did I start? I probably didn't take that row out, did I? No, I left both rows there, so we're good there. You have some, but not my big ones. They're perfectly maxed out in hauling fast or a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm more of a jack of all trades. Not all trades, but kind of middle of the road kind of guy. So both of those stick it out, but I strip all of the rest of that away. So do I see any more ductwork? Did I leave those? Nope, I took the outside edges off too, so. So I still have to strip everything off of this edge. If I'm gonna fit 2 more sets of thrusters there, which involves more ductwork coming off. Min-max building, that's overrated. You need versatility, survivability, adaptability. What? There we go. You like to have a lot of ships. Yeah, that's kind of the opposite. Not that I don't think jack of all trades ships are good either, but I'm a kind of a minimalist. I don't like owning a ton of stuff. I don't like to have to keep track of it. Alright, so this row is gonna stay in, so I'm okay. Alright, now we gotta switch over. Let's start on welding. I think I just noticed that. So on the welder, I just noticed. I knew the 182 on the display was how much charge it had left. I didn't realize that the number 2 was how many refills I had on hand. Did you talk to Arya yesterday about getting yourself an avatar or some logos taken care of? I guess she calls, yeah, I don't know what she calls herself on Discord. On here it was Arya. On Twitter it's Liana Mike. But the graphic designer that stopped in yesterday's stream, did you get a chance to talk to her? You're gonna wait for her call? Oh, on Discord? I don't, outside of the Farpoint stuff, I don't do anything on Twitter. I will remind her on Twitter to contact you. She's on Twitter every 15 minutes, so. And she was really good about answering my questions and getting back to me really quickly, so if she hasn't gotten to you yet. So hopefully we can get this done pretty quickly. Sort out this little bit here that's missing when I take this all down, and then I try and get another thruster set up. Another set of thruster frames put on. Hi, Jongo. How's the weather in Scotland today? Let me guess. Windy and rainy. I mean, it's just a guess. But, that's usually the case, isn't it? Especially this time of year, spring and fall. And the other 2 seasons. It's good. That's good. Snow again. You guys get snow pretty often, but you don't get very much at a time, isn't that right? You get an inch or 2 here or there, but nothing, you don't get feet at a time. Oh, are you in Edinburgh? I did not know you were in Edinburgh. You're working in Edinburgh, but you live in, oh, I'm going to call that Fife, but I don't. Isn't a fife a kind of a pipe? Like a instrument is a fife? How far did I take apart this side? I didn't have to take apart this side. The hell am I? Oh, it doesn't matter. I just thought I had to take it apart. I don't. We'll take that apart when we get the middle sorted out. I need to fill. I said it correctly, like the pipe, fife. Let's see what fits in there. I just took out that 24. That's funny. All right. Those are all good. Did I make a corner over here? Did I go down? No, I just went out and then went down. So from the corner, there is a 96. Yeah? And a 24. Which I think is what I've got over here. Oh, it goes out more. Another 96 and 24 from the corner. Another 96 and another 24. Got a little bit of shenanigans going on there. Look at that. That's pretty ugly. It's coming along for sure. I'm not super disappointed. Oh, wait a second. We can. What did I do on this side for that ugly corner? Alright, so what's down? Where is it? Oh, that's right. We did this here. So that beam. Okay. Something's a little different there. So that beam comes down. So 24 sticking out there on the end. But I think I just put a 36 in there. Something's different there. Something a little bit different. I'm guessing this one comes down a little further. Yeah, that's all I did. So this one has to come. What is this? This is a 48. So I need it to be 60. So I need one of these. Like this. And one of these. Yeah, that's it there. And then there was something in there lengthwise, but I don't know what that is yet. So let's weld these in place. That's all good. We're going to bring this over. With one of these, maybe? Something along those lines, yeah? Yeah? Ugh. There we go. That looks something similar. No, it doesn't. Alright, so it's another one of these. And another one of these, maybe? Let's see, keep welding. You weld there. Make sure everything here is welded. There. Oh, that reminds me. That night, the moderator thing. Let's go see if I can fix the moderator thing about emotes, emojis, whatever the correct term is. Spam protection. All right. Alright, we upped it a little bit. We'll see if that causes problems. Now you can use a couple of more emotes. Damage without the moderator screaming at you. Well, that's not pretty, but it's on there. It's really windy today. Stop spamming emotes. Too much. I think it's 5 now. I went from 3 to 5. You should be grateful. Hi, Arya. Welcome back. Today is going well so far. Nothing to complain about just yet. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's always something to complain about, but nothing worth complaining about. I got to watch soccer a little bit this morning. Got to get some chores done. I might just replace all these with T2s how they are. I will probably have to... I took all the hard points off this side. But if I just replace these with T2s and T3 nozzles, kind of in this configuration, except to fill these gaps, that might work out. Excellent. All right, so step 1, I've got to build our dreaded framework again. Got to get my notepad out. All right. I'm constantly staring at this thing, see if how much I like it or not. I might do something like this in there. Who knows. Alright, let's do what we do know. Let's fill our hotbar with the stuff that we're gonna need, which will be these 15-degree things. Alright, what else do we do? We have regular size beams. We're gonna need hard points, which I just got rid of, but I don't like them there. There we go, hard points. 45s are still in there, I think. Elbows, it's all this stuff. We don't need this stuff for now. Yeah, I think that's it for the beginning portion. $7.34. It should be $8.34 where he is. It's only $2.34 where I am. I'm in the United States. That must be him down there. I'm guessing that's him. Alright, and then we're gonna come back. That's it, down 72. It's 2034 there. For some reason I knew that you were in the UAE. I bet it's in your Twitter profile. It's the only reason I would know. I did that one right. I'm pretty sure it's behind. Nope, it's under. Oh, 23:34. That makes more sense. I was thinking you were further west than he is. Alright, now we've got another, my picture. Alright, now these are 72s. Yeah, I was looking at time zones the other day, Django. I did not realize that England, or I should say Britain, or the UK, whatever you want to... Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. I didn't realize that the UK was in a time zone essentially by itself. It's only with Portugal is the only other country that's in that time zone that's in Europe. I guess Iceland is in that time zone as well, but I thought for sure there'd be more of Europe in that time zone. They're just not. And it seems funny to me that Portugal, but not Spain, are in those time zones. And then the majority of the rest of Europe is all in the same time zone. I don't know about the center of all time zones, but that's where they decided to stick it. It seems like a strange place, but whatever. I guess he who comes up with the time zone pattern gets to determine where it is. They don't even call it Greenwich Mean Time anymore. They changed it to Universal Time Coordinated, which I think is actually a French designation for whatever reason. Ah, yeah, that's where the time zones used to start. I would have to look. And what I think is funny is that I think it was in Paris prior to being in Greenwich Mean Time. If you look at old maps, they're often, you'll see like really old, not so much maps as in descriptions of where things are. They'll often be on Paris time as opposed to Greenwich time. Yeah, it looks like in 1972 they stopped calling it Greenwich Mean Time. But where is the prime meridian now? Let's Google it. Where is the prime meridian? I guess this is still in Greenwich. I thought they had moved it. Not moved it very far, but they had moved it to become more accurate. Let's see. It says, here we go, there's two main reasons for choosing Greenwich. The first was the fact that the USA had already chosen Greenwich as the basis for its own national time zone system, and the second was that in the late 19th century, 72% of the world's commerce depended on sea charts, which used Greenwich at the prime meridian. I love that sort of stuff. Alright. Let's see. Alright, we got some ducting to do here. So, incoming. There he is. Maybe another minute till he shows up. Yeah, I was reading some, it was an old map from, I want to say, the late 1700s, the early 1800s that was describing where a treasure was supposed to be hunting. I love those stories. And it used Paris as the prime meridian instead of Greenwich Mean Time, which was throwing everybody off. Come on, you're almost here. If you need more money, Django, it looks like Damage made a ton of it today selling Exorium. Boosh. There he is. So, if you want to run around and pick up Exorium, you can go make yourself a ton of money. 36 and 96. We need a 36 to go this way. Yeah, he's done now. There you are with your big miner. All right, let's lock these in place. Even the calendar year came back from only 660 crates, so it's a medium. That's true, but it's bigger than anything I'll ever fly. Alright, now I did that. That all looks good. Now we need another one. It's a mid-size, a family sedan. I'm pretty excited to hear Lingen might be back here soon, so we can start doing some more on the station. I need to start thinking about how... Oh, that's my last power pack. But you just said yours are slow in maneuvering. I don't mind how slow they maneuver as long as they stop when I want them to stop. That's the important part to me, is stopping. I can turn slowly. I prefer that we strafe well in one axis, so either up and down or left and right. But I need them to stop when I want them to stop. Yeah, I need to stop so that I don't crash into things super duper hard. Because I will crash into things super duper hard. Alright, so that's box thruster goes there, and then there's one that comes down, 36, but I always forget where those 36 connects, just on the outside corners, that's right. That's right. So Arya, I see you watch a ton of streamers. Do you stop in everybody's channels too? Because that's got to be a lot of effort on your part to try and keep up with every streamer that you come in contact with. And do you stream as well? Do you have a stream of your own? Music seems loud today. Alright, I'm not sure I'm far enough forward. I am not. That's alright, just these two need to move. If I pop this one, and this one, I should be able to grab this whole thing and move it forward. Oh yeah, easy as pie. Gosh, sometimes. Just fantastic. Alright, screw that. Oh, that's where that does have to go there. And then this guy comes down. Yes. Yes. Well. Alright. Yeah, if I was a better pilot damage, I could probably use the drift too, but I'm not a good pilot. So the hope is to just minimize crashing by coming to a stop. I think if I write some asteroid avoidance software, YOLO, it'll involve coming to a near stop before strafing, or to some reasonable speed. Nah, I don't trust myself. My reaction times aren't good enough. I'm getting old. Getting old. Alright. Now we need to come up. Nope, down. 72. It's not about reaction time so much for me, it's about paying attention. I tend to get distracted. And then in this game, as soon as you look away, you crash. So looking away is bad in this game. Even for a moment. No answering the phone. No fixing stuff for your kids. Unless you're at a stop. Because the moment you look away is the moment you break your ship. Even sometimes I'm just mentally distracted and crash into stuff. Alright, those don't look too bad. That looks like a large hard point. That's not what I wanted. This one. Yep, that one goes there. Put one in it so it doesn't move. Now we gotta come off the back is the tricky part, and I know it. Alright, it's 96, 72, 36. Is it there? Yep, those two. Alright, now we need a 72 on each of these. Excellent. And then a 36, like that. And there, alright. So I got on last night again, and I played a little more Space Engineers with Thomas and Xenon. Game's pretty cool. It's probably a game that you would like, Damage. It's not quite as adjustable. I shouldn't say that. It's different as far as building goes. But, and it's not multiplayer, massively multiplayer like we have here. But it's a cool game, and nonetheless, and it is very, it's pretty easy. I don't want to say easy to learn, but intuitive, I guess, is the word. Like, it seems like it'll be pretty fun. Some. It's just for me, it's just a way to not play Starbase constantly. Because I could spend all my time in here, and then I'd burn out, and I don't want to do that. So I sit on top of the 36, apparently. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Gotta keep adjusting my doodle here that's got a picture of what I'm trying to make. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to avoid the burnout by not placing too much pressure on myself. This one doesn't go there at all. I don't even think this one goes there, but I need. Where's page 2 of my picture? 7245. That's just one. Yeah, I didn't do that right at all. This one needs to come off. This one gets one of these. Yeah, because I will. It's not that I'll burn out. It just becomes not quite so fun if it becomes too much like a job. I've already got enough stuff that's like a job. I don't need another one. So I try not to feel obligated. Something's not right there. Oh, there's another 36 here. Just didn't read that picture right. If your job was only half as fun as Starbase, it'd be perfect. Something's not right there. It doesn't look right. Well, maybe it is. It's not. I've done this on all 3 of them, I think. Is for some reason, this one and this one don't like to be where they're supposed to be. $90. Alright, that's better. Better. And now we gotta 72 on each end. There we go. Excellent. Does that one do the same thing? No, it does not do the same thing as the bottom does. I don't know. It's been like that each time where it... I'm in Germany, so not everyone has a gun. Are you making a jab at the United States? Because only half the people here have a gun. Not everybody. It's a very dividing subject here. You're only saying that not in Germany. It's probably a subject better left untouched here. I'm sure Death Sun has some strong opinions on that. I should say every U.S. citizen seems to have strong opinions on that anymore, whether for or against. But it is outlined in our founding documents, so be that as it may. See, that looks like a pretty good setup there, but it's never worked like this. I always end up having to take it off and put it back on to get it centered. How much space before that? Maybe I can get a better look at it this time. So it's over about... No, not that. I do not need a pickaxe for this particular measurement. I've been thinking about making a replica of that pickaxe in real life. That might be a fun project. So it's like, let's see. So if I stick this, we're just going to use it as a point of reference here. Oh, damn you. Damn you. Oh, it went back. Alright, let's see. Every time, this has been a bit of a struggle to get this piece in place. Oh, if you make it, please make more and sell it online. I don't know if anybody... I thought about 3D printing some of these models, like of the tools, making life-size versions. I can probably get through a CAD program well enough to come out with a pretty good... Oh, sometimes Starbase, I hate you. I could probably come up with a pretty good replica. It's just what material to make it out of. The pickaxe would be somewhere either you'd make it out of foam or you'd make it out of wood. You go on there. Oh, stop. Alright, maybe we'll do this. Alright, put you down for a second. Can we find... I just want to weld you on in one little spot where I don't have to disassemble anything. Can we get you on this corner? What's touching there? I want to move it so only one little piece is touching, so Yeah, there. Right there. Alright, let's try this again. Now stuff shouldn't move. Where did you go? Oh my gosh. She's falling apart. Oh, I know where that is. That's alright. We can do this. Alright, let's orient ourselves like this. Now we should be straight with it. You're gonna go there. You are a little measurement. No disassemble. Just leave it on like that. just stick it out on the end. Johnny 5. No disassemble. Oh yes, I found a soundboard of Johnny 5 not that long ago that I thought was hilarious. Anything from those 1980s movies are pretty funny, but Johnny 5 was a classic. Classic lines like "Your mama was a snowblower" is one of my favorites. He says like, "Oh, right in the sensor." That's another good one. Some over here is not welded. I'm surprised you didn't come off in that process. Alright, we'll see if that's any closer than I had been doing before. So we unweld this, try and re-weld it to these two. Now I should be able to move it, yep. Yep. Now, I apparently did not have that chunk welded on. Or any of those chunks welded together. Alright, let's weld you pieces together. Alright. And then... what was that movie? Was it Short Circuit was the name of that movie? And then this one has to be offset. Short Circuit, yeah. So assuming that's in the right place. Oh, is it going to be in the right place though? Yeah. They should all be the same. Which way does this offset? Oh, now we're at where it's some crazy wonky angle. There we go. Whew. So which way are they offset? So they're... so it's like just a little bit off this end. Mostly off this side. Okay, let's see if we can replicate that. So this one was... whatever. I feel like something's not right there. Oh, I got it backwards after all of that. I turned the whole damn thing around at some point. Oh, screw my life. Why am I so terrible? This whole thing is going the wrong direction. I knew it didn't feel right. It's gotta go this way. Let's do this again. Bring it in. There we go. Alright, now maybe I can grab this, turn off snapping, shift it to the left about yay far. I need to look at it from this side without running into it. Yeah, about like that. Alright, put a weld in it. Oh, how are we left and right? Not great. I think we moved it in a couple of directions there. Try that. All right, make sure we weld both of these. Now we have to unweld this one and move it down just about like that, actually. All right, and then the 24 goes on the end. Put that away. Now it should snap on the end. There. Snap. There you go. There we go. We might be making some progress now. Man, the wind is howling outside. Beams again. Make a bunch more of those. Now, I'm going to get this all done, and there's no promise that anything is going to be right. No promises whatsoever. I actually fully expect to get it over there and it not fit. Alright, does everything look welded? No ship frame, that's what we expect. Alright, so that's all done. Now it's time for hard points. That hard point there. There's one there. And there's one on the bottom here, all centered. Let's get a couple of bolts in them. One more. Bang, bang, bang. Those are all done. Now we do the other side. More hard points. Turn them around. Snap in place. Alright, front edge. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, oop, oop. I can't see where you're at if I go down that far. There we go, there we go. Come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to spread them out at least a little. What are you doing there? Alright, that looks like it's in the right spot. Until somebody does that. Stop moving, please. Alright, this time, get it in the right spot, but don't bump into it. If I was to sit down and make one of these tools, which one do you think I should make first? Let's see, it would not the pickaxe, because I'll do that in the garage, but I can do some of these on the 3D printer. So it'd be the bolt tool, the welder, the cable tool. Oh, that was the pipe tool. This is the cable tool. Durability tool is probably the easiest. I have a link to some of the original artwork. Let me see if I can. Oops, sorry. So this is some of the original artwork. That looks like the welding tool. I think that's the cable tool. Oh, it's just the pickaxe, just those three. These are the best images I've seen. See, this one has like a cuff. This is definitely the welding tool. 2 triggers. It's got a cuff. It's like two-handed too. It's like got a foregrip. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? All right. Nope. That's just more by the same artist. So that's the cable tool. The pickaxe, I think I could make out of expanded foam, like EVA foam. Expanded, is that vinyl acetate or something? Get a pretty close replication of that. Or of course you could make it out of fiberglass or wood or resin. These I could probably 3D print, remodel it, and then print parts out. Huh. All right, we got 2 more hard points here. I've spent a little time and I've done some CAD work on the original Endo head. I think his name was Bob. And I have a pretty good replication of his head I could make, which I think would also be fun. I've spent a few hours on it already. Make a lamp out of it or something. Alright, those are done. Now we just need the ones on the front, which are a little tricky, but I think I'm getting better at them. Let's get ourselves oriented straight. Now we need a 45-degree angle, point of reference, something like that. Now we take a hard point and we convince it to stick to that somewhere. There we go. That'll get us the right lean on it. Now if I aim at the middle, nope. I've done this a few times and I screwed up each time as far as snapping goes. Okay. Well, that's not what I was hoping for, but that's actually a much... What? No, you didn't snap right. Okay. Like that. Then like that. Now we pick this up. We have to turn snapping off while we got this in hand. Otherwise, this will immediately snap somewhere else. Okay, looks like we're back against it. Looks like we have a good left and right distance as well as an up and down distance. All right. Let's bring our angled reference beam back. Come on. Snapping gets back on. There we go. And the hard point. There we go. I've turned, this part I always forget. Turn snapping off while I have this in hand. Aim right for the middle. What did you end up selling it for? 10th. Oh, they're not. It's not back against it. 10,000 a stack is what you were suggesting earlier. You were selling it for 500. Wait, what? Oh, you had one stack at $500,000. That's funny. just a tiny bit. And like 1 pixel. I hosed that all up. Jeez. I really, really do suck at this. Which just proves that anybody can play this game. Too far to the right. No, I'm too far to the left. Oops. Let's try that. That looks pretty good. Oh, so you know that they're empty again when the most expensive thing? It's kind of an alarm built in. Yeah, if they buy the most expensive one, they've certainly bought all of the cheaper ones too. Okay. Well, that should be okay, but we need to snap a... These are not quite perfectly lined up. So how do we snap a... Can we bolt a hard point? I just heard you. Hi, Django. There's Django. What you doing? You don't have a ship nearby. Did you float your way up here? Have you tried out the little clown car? Oh, where is it? There's a little orange and black clown car parked somewhere. Where'd it go? It's fantastic to fly around in. Or you can use mine, wherever I lost it at. That little guy's fun to fly around in too. You're welcome to take it for a ride if you can. But there's one that matches that's orange and black around here somewhere. That's for everybody. I have to fly around in the goofy teal and purple one because Damage didn't give me permission to fly in the cool orange and black one. Alright, thruster. Let's type the word box and we'll just grab a... We're out of tier 2 box thrusters. H. Can you join the voice chat? Absolutely. Do I have... I'm not... No, if I'm in it for some reason. Let's see. Am I in the voice chat? Yeah, absolutely. Hold on a second. Let me make sure you have the right roles, but I think you do. I don't see you. You're not on Discord. Are you? Oh, I'm in the wrong channel. Regular channel, regular channel. Where is it? Not the German channel. Django. Roles. You should have the roles to talk in there. Alright, so we don't have any in our inventory. We're gonna have to build a bunch of box thrusters. Thrusters. Tier 2 box thruster bodies. But yeah, you guys are welcome to join the voice chat whenever you want, so... There it is. Alright. We're gonna make tier 2 thruster bodies. What else are we missing? 5 of those. How are you today, Django?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. No complaints just yet. It's early though.
Yeah. Well. As I say at work, you can complain, but no one will listen.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear it. Tier 2.
But no, I'm just gonna get some more. I need to get some Arkham because now I've got 4 fuel tanks of each, 4 gens on the cap,
Yep.
so I can get the distance on it. I just got to build another thruster, so I'll
Yeah.
have 4.
Yeah, the Arcanium is always the tough one. Took me quite a while to find one. Some last time I went out, and but it's around. I didn't have to go very far. I just had to look at a million different rocks.
Yeah, no, I've got the radar on the Banshee now,
Oh
so I
yeah,
can just use that. I've been told how to use it.
you just look around.
So you just that's it. You put the scanner on, you point it at a rock, and if it's got what you're looking for, it then makes a noise.
Well, that's hard to beat.
So and then you can just go and mine it. But I don't use the wave function on the lasers anymore. I use the fixed function where they just stick in one point.
Yeah.
I'm not risking that again.
Well, I think if they have the capability of moving, they have the capability of glitching out, which is scary.
They should. They should. I'm sure as more and more come online and play the game,
That'll be.
they will start fixing it again.
I would hope so. I would
Because
hope
I
so.
don't think that. Yeah, I don't think they're going to switch the server off just for, just because there's a handful of players. They've got a lot of dedicated players
Yeah, I don't think
still play the
yeah,
game.
I don't think we're to that point yet. And I mean, they do have some development going on. It's just very slow. Supposedly they were affected pretty heavily with all of the unrest on their border, being that they're in Finland.
Yes, and COVID and everything like that took its toll. But yeah, no, I want them to continue.
Oh yeah,
Um,
certainly. Got too much time
I
invested
don't know.
now.
I don't know if Kai is listening, but I don't know if we got together and spoke to Frozen Byte and started the Kickstarter.
I don't think Kai
And
pays attention to me.
why's that?
I just don't. Never had really any interactions with him in this capacity, so I'm not even sure he knows that this exists, other than seeing it on my notifications on the
Yeah,
stream on the Discord channel.
I'm sure him and I'm actually I'm not I'm positive to say that I'm sure him and other developers know you're streaming. So they must keep a record of who's using the game on a monthly basis, so they can see who's playing it, so they can just watch it.
I don't know. There's a lot of Starbase streamers recently. There's a lot of people that have started streaming again.
Yeah, it needs it, and then so they can really develop this game more.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing else out there like this, so I would.
There isn't.
Oh, look at that! Those snapped right in where they were supposed to go. That rarely happens.
How did you find Space Engineers?
I mean, I've had Space Engineers for ages, but I've only played a few hours up until the last couple of days. The game's been around for a long time, and it's a very similar concept to this. It's just a different execution of it. It's very complicated right off the bat.
It is.
I mean, this game is too, but it's a much steeper learning curve.
It is.
But I like it.
Well, I mean, they're actually saying that Space Engineers is developed on the back of Subnautica.
Yeah, there's quite a few games that are developed on Subnautica, I think.
But they should. Um, I know they're allowing us to go onto moons, but if they added more planets to it, Earth-like planets with the trees and everything like that, it would benefit the game.
For sure.
And I saw in one of the
Oh,
other
I thought
discords they're talking about them putting in NCP
NPC.
pilots as well. Pirates.
Yeah, that was something they talked about, but I don't know how far off that is. I mean, people want that for sure. It needs a PvE element to it. Um,
Oh, totally, totally.
just I mean, every game needs a PvE element. So um, I don't know. It all depends on who's gonna fund it and if they can. I mean, I
Yes,
can't see the
yeah.
game not getting any funding. It's too creative of an endeavor to not get funded again. It's just who and when that they're able to convince to fund it.
It'll be great if they could merge the game with Space Engineers.
Oh, that yeah, they're too
And,
different, I imagine.
I mean, in a sense that they could support each other and then take the best of both, if you understand what I mean. Develop the games.
Oh, I understand. I'm not sure that the any of the systems are too far off from each other. Um,
Yes,
I don't
yes.
because I think Starbase runs off of its own completely different voxel type engines, and I don't think Space Engineers runs
Yeah,
kind of off the same thing. Well, it's the same overall genre. It's very different execution. I did that again. I did.
it is, because I've tried building ships in Space Engineers and it's just cubes
It is just cubes. Yep.
most of the time.
Yep. It's just now it like this game. You can do a lot of creativity with those cubes, but it is just cubes. So yeah, it will. I will not be giving up Starbase to play Space Engineers, but it is what I'm currently using to keep myself from burning out. Not even close to
No,
burning
exactly.
out. I'm not even
No,
anywhere near burning out. That's not the. But I just want to off the bat keep a little variety.
but that's the thing. I got bored with Elite Dangerous
I
because I made it. I got to Elite in that. I got to one of the high levels. But it's a bit of the same, if you know what I mean.
oh yeah
You can do your cargo missions. You can go here. You can go there.
I
Odyssey made a change with on foot stuff, but I don't know. It's still a great game. I still love it. I still love Elite Dangerous.
you've got to try
Um,
Star Citizen is another one that's fantastic. If you've not played it at all.
oh my, yes, that is the king of bugginess.
Well, I don't know. It's no worse than this game, and the newest patches have made things a lot worse, but or have made things a lot better. But it's certainly buggy too. But they
I actually had a Star Citizen. I actually had a graphics card overheat
yeah
trying to play that game.
yeah you have to have a pretty decent system to run it well.
I like the concept because I played Freelancer, the original game
Yeah.
that um, he made back in the early 90s. But because he couldn't get it to the same level as he was thinking with Star Citizen, he sold it to Microsoft.
Yep.
But the game is still available because others have taken the game and remodded the game, added mods to it, and you can still get the game now, but much
Crazy.
improved.
Yeah. Was it?
Fans have kept it alive,
Yeah.
and I think fans will do the same with Starbase.
I think so.
They'll, but it needs it. It it needs that TLC. Keep going.
Yeah. I would definitely start paying. I would pay either a monthly subscription or for microtransactions to buy cosmetics and those sorts of things, or storage space, or nothing that's functional in the game, just all cosmetic stuff or quality of life stuff. But I would certainly donate to those causes.
Me too. I mean, I'm still paying for Joy Universe, but I don't play it all the time.
Yeah, I don't either. I never played Dual Universe. Uh,
A very good game. but very long-winded game. Much longer than Starbase. It's it can take a while to build up in that game. So I was explaining to Dirty that if you build a spaceship, you've got two choices. It'll either be atmospheric or it'll be space.
Yep.
Or you can have both, and then you have to build and calculate the ship that it's got enough power and energy to leave the atmosphere. It's it's quite complicated that way.
What is your
And
problem?
and when you're flying back into a planet, as soon as you get to about halfway, the planet starts to pull you.
Yep.
And boy, do you speed up? You get very quick,
You got a gravity
and you
well.
got control in. Yes, yes. So it's challenging,
I don't mind the hard
and some of
games.
the or you would
Look at
like
that.
it for its complexity,
This.
and some of the ships I've seen in Dual Universe are bigger than what you've got in Starbase. They are gigantic.
Oh, look at that. That's those are like fused together.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that sounds like they're gonna be recycled. You can let me pull that middle part out. Oh, there we go. Just had to put it in my inventory.
It's weird when it does that, doesn't it? It gets buggy.
Yeah, just may force the game to re-render it. It's okay. Usually, it's okay. Nothing is always in this game, but I mean it's an early access game. Its shortcomings you knew when you bought into it. Yeah, Starbase has gravity too when you get near the moon. It's the only time you can beat 150 meters a second, and it can be a very bad thing.
Yeah. Well, in Dual Universe, I've had anything up to 4,000 when I've been in the gravity well, pulling me towards the planet, and you panic. You're literally just saying, slow down, slow down.
That's funny.
And obviously, if you enter the atmosphere too fast,
You burn up.
and at the rock, you burn up. Your ship will explode.
That's awesome. Oh, did you do the same thing? No. Whew. Yeah, I like those kinds of games. But I'm gonna stick with. I also play No Man's Sky is another one that's a good game if you're into that kind of thing. It's another big.
Yeah, I've completed that. Completed it 4 times.
You've made it all the way to Origin.
Yeah, made it all the way to Atlas 4 times.
That's a good.
And then you just basically start again.
Yeah. It's a good game though.
It's
Incoming freelancer.
I freelancer.
Be careful. He'll smash right into you. He hit me the other day. About threw me out of the safe zone. We were playing Space Engineers last night, and we built a rover. I should say that Xenon built a rover, B-Dog, whatever you want to call him, built a rover, and we got it flipped over. And while we were trying to flip it back over, I ran into one of the wheels while they were turning, and it threw me a
Oh,
couple of kilometers. It was pretty funny. I was dead, of course, but it was hilarious.
yes.
I don't
But
mind.
if you go on to the Discord, you can actually download some of the ship models
Yep, you can do
to
that
try out,
right on Steam too. Yeah.
and it's pretty fun. Get one of the giant ships and flying it full blast into the doing a death dive straight into the planet's surface.
Well, we set up with another streamer. He goes by Thomas the Tank Engine, but whatever the Japanese version of that is, we call him Thomas. And
But no,
he set up a
it's
he's
something else.
he set up a Discord or a
Oh,
dedicated server so that you can jump on any time, any one of us. It's a live server, so we can get on at any point and play, which I haven't done yet, but looking forward to that. I like the mineral, like the material gathering. I like the mining and the kind of boring stuff of most of those games. So I'm okay with
Yes.
that.
Yeah, I'll have to. Well, hook me up in game. I'm under the same name in um, Space Engineers, and
Okay,
you'll see my base that I've partly built out there.
excellent. Yeah, I'll end up. What I'll do is I'll friend you on Steam, and we can. I can join your game that way. Up there. You were up until 3 a.m. this morning. Hello, Xenon, by the way. You were up till 3 a.m. making the main base. Awesome. I'm too old for 3 a.m. Like I got up at 6, so 3 a.m. is far too late. Uh, oh,
That's interesting, damage. The fog is blocking your cap.
yeah, he does that on purpose.
Ah,
He likes to hide it. He's paranoid.
why?
I don't know. It's just how he is.
Has he got? Has he put a few rounds into people over the years
Yeah,
in Starbase?
I don't know. He just doesn't. He's very secretive. Oh, he doesn't like his ugly cap. Well, your cap's no uglier than anybody else's. I would love to see some finished caps. I just don't know anybody that actually has ones. I guess Xenon's is the closest one I've seen. Uses more than just a rectangle.
Yeah, I saw one today on. Let me see if I can find it. And I'll share the picture. I'm sure they won't mind. Where is it? It was in Starbase.
Your cap is finished, you don't need more. It's not about needing more. It's about just wanting to finish more. I'm not sure I put any.
Right, where is it?
Did I put any bolts in this one? Certainly should.
I'm, I'm sure he won't mind me sharing this picture.
I don't know if I can get any at these sides. Oh yeah, I can get at least a couple here. Alright, so we are making much better progress today than we did yesterday. Question it
That's excellent.
comes down to whether these triangle thrusters are in the center or not. Yeah, Borg cube wouldn't be a bad idea. It would be fairly easy to execute. It's going to take a lot of resources, but so does everything else in this game.
Oh yes. Especially if you put the attention to detail on the exterior.
Yep.
Media. Let me share this with you.
3.
I'm sure he won't mind. If he doesn't, then I'll
Who is it?
apologize. It's from the Starbase server
Oh,
or Discord. But he's put it up there for all to see. Have a look at this for a cap ship in Starbase.
Let me open the image in a browser. And then bring the browser up. That's that's something else.
That's gigantic.
It is gigantic. I like the little face on the front of it.
Huge.
His little face makes me chuckle. That's hilarious.
Nah, see, that is huge.
That is massive. Massive. 2, 3, 4.
There's got to be about five or six zones.
I would assume so. I mean, you can have 30, so
30 zones.
Yeah, just like a station.
Oh my god.
So their original concept was when capital ships attack stations, because I know that's supposed, station sieging. The capital ship
Yeah.
has to be at least as large as the station is. As so, if you can get a station to level to class 30, then you have to get a cap ship to class 30,
Wow.
right? Hello.
That would be impressive.
I can't imagine the resources it would take.
Oh boy. And the refueling.
Right?
Gosh. I mean, I've just added 4 tanks of each now to my cap, so if I'm going to Ellie and back all the time, I don't have to keep refueling all the time.
Well, yeah. It's still a lot of fuel. I tried to
No.
make it
Wow.
like event arrive. It's actually upside down with the picture. Whose is that? Flash? Do you know who it is? Oh, it's yours? So that's Flash's picture, capital ship that looks like that. That's hilarious.
Ah. Sorry, Flash. I hope you didn't mind me sharing it. I was impressed by it.
Is this one snapping the top? Yes.
Yeah, I was impressed with the size of that. I thought, wow, that just sparked my imagination of what I can do next.
How many zones is that, Flash? 11 total.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
So if we can get to 30,
Yep.
I would love to make Battlestar Galactica. And put the hangars and each side of it's on the, it's got these side parts where they all used to fly in and land. Put them in there, either side.
That's a show
I
I
think that
never
would be cool.
watched.
No way.
I've seen
Not even the original.
none of them. None of them. Yeah. Oh,
I
tier 2.
grew up, man.
Yeah, it's my own fault. I just, I was a Star Trek guy. Never got into
Same
Battlestar.
here. Did you ever watch the American TV show called Salvage One?
No. I've never even heard of that.
Wow. No way. Come on. No.
No. Never even heard of it.
I wasn't expecting that.
Salvage 1?
Yeah, it was in the 80s.
I was little in the 80s, but I remember most of them.
Salvage One. It was a salvage company that built a spacecraft to go to the moon, collect all of the materials there from the NASA missions, and bring them back and sell them.
Space junk. They were collecting space junk.
That's right.
Oh, I'll have to look at that because there was 2 seasons of it. It looks like.
Yes, there was.
Uh, it's hard to watch TV shows from the 1980s now because they're so bad in comparison. The graphics are just so terrible. Like I like watching Knight Rider. Do you remember Knight Rider?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
so bad. It's so bad.
Oh.
David Hasselhoff and his Firebird.
Gosh, I grew up on shows like UFO and Captain Scarlet and Thunderbird, Stingray. All those I grew up on. Space 1999.
Yep, I do know that one.
There was a lot that I grew up on. The Terror Hawks, you must remember them.
Which one? Terror?
The Terror Hawk.
That one doesn't sound familiar to me.
You should look at that one as well. It's very similar to Thunderbirds, but done in the 80s or early 90s.
Did I ever see the movie Event Horizon? That's where you got. Event Horizon sounds
I did, yeah.
familiar. Event Horizon sounds familiar, but I am not. Uh, it's not coming to mind. So that's what we have the internet for. The 1997
Yeah,
film Event Horizon.
I can see that flash.
Here we go.
I can see the inspiration.
I found a picture of it, so hold on. Open. Just give me the picture of the ship. Open image in new tab. There we go. There we go. Now I can bring it up. I can see that. Yeah, I can see does yours have the like little arms on it too? Not quite. But I see it.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely there's definitely a resemblance there.
Well, the plan for the 4 is to turn that into Prometheus, the alien ship from that movie.
Yep. Sun's not setting.
That is the plan.
That's the plan.
Yes, in the future.
So why are you off by a little bit? Oh, one of these thrusters is not like the other. Don't do that. One of these thrusters doesn't look quite right.
Oh, I hate placing those.
I think I just didn't get these snapped together quite right, so this one shouldn't be. This shouldn't be a terrible fix. Maybe.
Right, let's see if I can go and find some Arkham.
Yeah, good luck with that. It took me 3 hours the other night to find one rock.
No.
Yep. I mean, and Damage found 5 T10s today, so it's not impossible. It's just
Right,
which
have I got any
rock you
index
choose. Why are you?
Yes.
What is wrong with you two? There's something keeping these two from snapping together.
Right.
Make sure these are all bolted in. Maybe that wasn't seated in there quite right. It's strange that these don't want to snap together. I don't really normally have issues with those not wanting to snap together. Alright. There we go. Something wasn't seated right. Okay. Everybody looks there. Now let's see if you're centered where you should be. It doesn't look quite right. I don't know. Let me look at the back and see what the hard point looks like. Pretty good. But we need to go slightly to the right, it looks like, but I'm not quite sure how to move that over without jacking everything else up. How do I just slide that over just a little bit? Let me think. So if I unweld this and this, I'm planning on building the Rhineland 203 ARM B5 humpback freighter, but I don't know how.
Oh.
I don't know what that looks like. With a name like
It's
Rhineland,
got,
it's got to be good though.
definitely.
The Rhineland 203 ARM. The Rhine.
Right.
R-E-I-R-H-E-I-N. Rhineland 203 ARM B5. Oh wow, that is something else. Where is that from? Damage. Can I zoom in on that image anymore? It's ugly. I like my ships. You're correct. That is fairly... Oh, it's from the game Freelancer. You're right. That is fairly ugly.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
But it should be possible. Like, I don't see anything that's super impossible with those. Well, I don't know about in capital ship parts, but you could probably make a regular ship that looked like that. Make sure these are all welded and bolted. Now if I grab this whole thing, back up far enough. Turn snapping off. And we slide this down just a smidge.
No, wrong button.
Just a smidge there. Can we weld? See if that works. No. You want a normal ship with dual plasmas. Well, I can see that as being possible with a normal ship, just with how clunky that ship looks. I can see that as being very possible with a normal ship. If we're trying to get a capital ship that big, that's like that, maybe not. But a normal ship you should be able to pull off. Alright, these guys aren't bolted together correctly either, are they? No. Oh, one of you. Both of you. Oh, let's just do this. This isn't embedded right. Wow, what? Alright. Yeah, see how they're bumped out there? Just the teeniest, tiniest bit. Why didn't you snap into place? Like you're supposed to. Alright, let's try this again. That's better this time. Now let's see if we can get them to connect on the bottom where they go. See if they're fairly centered. Yeah, that one we did much better the first time. It's better than we did the first time. Alright. Can we get a couple pegged in there? Come on. Gotta be just the stinking right angle here. There's one. There's one. Can I get another one? There we go. Now we just need these two. There we go. Excellent. Oh, look, that snapped right where it was supposed to go the first time. That never happens. Alright. Never happens the first time. Oh, it's like it's my birthday or something. So that took me 2 hours to disassemble the other ones and get a new set put on. That's way better. Alright, now
That is looking good.
it looks strange for sure. but we'll see. I didn't want just a wall of thrusters. I could have made a wall of thrusters. I didn't want that. So we shall see.
It's certainly unusual. I'll give it that.
I'll give it that, yeah. I'll agree with that. Unusual is one way to put it. You're not bolting. Oh, because I have to unbolt this hard point. It will not let me weld these back into place while the hard point is connected because it considers it a valid ship frame. So you have to weld everything in place and then attach the hard point. It makes things tricky when you have to adjust stuff.
It does.
That one didn't do anything. Alright, that should be good there though. Because I would have just flown away with that thruster not being attached. It would have been funny. I would have laughed anyways. Did you say scissors? Yep, it can scissors it, part of a valid ship frame. As opposed to pro scissors, it's con scissors. Alright. Well, I just have to do that again 17 more times. No, I'm just kidding. I've only got to do it once more. Oh, piping cable, that's what I was doing. And then I have to fix this center part with, I think I'm just going to swap this center part out with tier 2s, call it a day. I'm not going to do too much. I will have to make sure that, I think I took the beaming out on this side. So I will have to figure out how to get the beaming back in there and the hard points. That'll be fun. That'll be a challenge. But I don't think it'll be impossible. I don't think. But it might be. Oh no. I can get it through there. Okay. Just might have to think it through first. Alright, so now I need to cable and pipe all these things, which is... That's just a chore every time. Cabling and piping is just a chore that this game requires. Alright, that's one. Ta-da! One. Okay. Now let's do the bottom one as well. This one's always a little trickier. Just because there's not much space here, but I should be able to just tap into these. Under there. Go up there. Do the same here. Go up there. Okay, those two are done. Now, interesting look on the back. Yeah, that's what everybody says. Interesting, weird.
It will certainly be noticed. Put it that way.
Yeah, like it or not, I don't really care. I kind of like it, and I'm the only one that matters.
Exactly. Exactly.
You can have your opinion. I'm just going to ignore it. Oh. I have children. I could ignore anything. It's a gift as a parent.
It is.
Just their nonsense is endless.
Yeah, I've been there, I've done that.
Oh yeah? Mine are just teenagers, so right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 teenage daughters. I'm gonna talk about drama. Come on, duck. Everything to teenage girls is dramatic. It's always a crisis.
Children are a blessing.
And a curse.
Yes, yes, that is true.
I wouldn't have it any other
I
way.
didn't say that.
I
I
wouldn't.
didn't say
I wouldn't.
that.
Wouldn't have it any other way. But
Exactly.
but it's parenting isn't easy. It was never meant to be.
No.
But all the stuff that I thought my parents were stupid for, I now understand.
You do, don't you, when you grow up? It's
I was convinced my parents were dumb. That's not necessarily the case.
And how many times have you wished you could go back to school?
No.
If it was easier. No?
No. I've been to a lot of school. I don't ever want to go back to school. I've been to college twice. I don't ever want to do that again. I didn't like it the
I
first
said that
time.
Ah. I said that a couple of times, so I wish I was back at school. It was easier then.
Well, life certainly was easier because my parents had to pay for everything, but it was cheaper.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see, you're over here. So let's bring you down from this way. Yeah, my parents always said that children were expensive. I didn't believe them. Children are expensive.
Yes, they are.
I just can't fathom the amount of things that they just break. They break stuff. I understand it's not intentional. But my word, they just break everything. I thought when they got to teenagers that wouldn't be the case any longer. I was very, very wrong.
Yes.
Now they just break more expensive stuff.
I found it's when they start recognizing what Nike are or
Oh yeah,
Reeboks or,
brandings, yeah.
and yet that's it. It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope from there, yeah, for sure. Well, luckily my kids have to pay for their own stuff when it comes to that.
Yeah, that's clever.
Yeah, if they want to have anything that's expensive, nope, that's not what I want, then they're gonna buy it.
No, that's good though. That is good. It's like I was watching um, my manager at work was showing me a Japanese show, and from the ages of 3 or 4,
Yep.
they teach their children to be independent
Uh,
in Japan.
well, I mean, that's just smart.
It it is it's and she was showing me, and I said, no, that's impossible. You can't let a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old go and start doing things by themselves. They're too young.
Oh, that's
And
not
she showed
true.
me, and
I've always encouraged my kids to do everything themselves. I, 3 and 4 is pretty young, but that's just how I was raised. Was if you wanted to do something, figure out how to do it, make it work. That was
yes,
doesn't have to
that's
be.
what I did. They got the mother got the young boy to take a bottle of water and some fruit to his brother at school. Told him where to go, who to speak to. A little badge on him saying, "I'm now on my first mission," and it was clever. He did it successfully.
I can imagine that. It's a culture difference too, though. There's a
It is.
there's an expectation for you to be reliable at a very young age, which is good, because our children certainly aren't. Oh, I know how to do ducks. This ship had so many ducks on them. I didn't want to do ducks. I could. I know how to do ducks. I didn't want to with all this. That was a early on choice, was to not do ducting. I have pulled off hundreds and hundreds of pieces of ducting from the ship. Let me see. Let me look up how many ducts I have pulled off. So I've removed all of these from the ship. There was ducting everywhere. So many redundant ducts. That's crazy. Alright, so those should all be ducted. I know they're not all going to work, and it's going to take a while when it comes to naming thrusters and sorting everything out, but I'm trying to think how to group them. Do I just, if I have 5 sections of thrusters here, do I just do each one of these in like 5 different thruster groups? Or do I break them up smaller than that and do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and there'll be 4 over there, and then, or maybe just I don't know. I don't know what the most efficient use of thruster grouping is here. So I'll have to think on that when the time comes, because we're really down to the last bit of thrusters. Only 4 groups on the back. See, I was thinking 5, but because there would be a center one, and then each of these little pods would be, because there's going to be, I think there would either have to be 3 or 5 on the back. There's going to be like an outside one, an inside one, a center one, an inside one, and an outside one. But not huge groups. Not like 50 across the back. But these center ones are not going to be the same setup. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, today's stream has to be a little bit shorter than normal. I've got early soccer practice today, and I've got to get my kids fed. My wife's been gone most of the day, so I have to do dad stuff again. I will probably be on later tonight, play some, whatever that's called, Space Engineers. Maybe a little bit of this, we'll see. I want to spend some more time on figuring some stuff out on the station too, so maybe I'll drop in for another hour later on and work on just the station. I appreciate you guys for all visiting though, and all your suggestions and comments and conversation. Oh yeah, let's take a look and see Mex. Let me do the raid thing. I never remember that, but I can certainly. Nope. Let's do. Thank you for reminding me. I've got to remember to start doing that. Let's see who's on. Mex her is. Man, you just joined? Sorry, Lincoln. I was just talking about you. Because the station here. Let me go. Where's the game? I have too many windows open. The station's coming along. And I was going to work on it maybe again later this evening. Well, it's already the middle of the night where you are, right? It's 10 p.m. there, right? If you decide to jump on, I bet, well, we've taken what you made in the original station and copied it all the way. So there's 4 sections of the shell. I haven't done any decorating, so it's just the shell at this point. But and then I have to figure out the corners, and I'm not sold on the spire here in the middle. That was put up early, and we'll see how it all matches in. But it's coming along. But for now, I do have to go. Yeah, 10 over 10. Yes. Oh,
no,
10.
I'll catch you tomorrow, Farpoint.
I'll see you the guys' normal time tomorrow. So it's 2 p.m. my time, which is either 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean, 8 p.m. for most of the rest of Europe. But once again, I thank you guys for all stepping in, saying hello, chatting. Please, if you just sat and lurked, please next time stop in, say hello. Maybe consider giving me a follow. I appreciate it. I stream every day, same time, and normally it's an hour longer than this. Usually it's about a 3.5 hour stream, but today I've got some personal stuff that has to be done. I have to be a parent sometimes, so got to grow up this evening. All right, so once again, thank you so much, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.
We'll do. See you tomorrow at 5 point. Bye bye.